Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. And the Hurricanes kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. We anticipate that he is going to have a major impact on this running game. Hits inside, it's Mitchell. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Got him right there.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Tight end now in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Caught. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Jacobs. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Canes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Breaks the tackle. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Moves the pocket. It's Barber. Throwing right. He's got him wide open. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. They're field this one in tight quarters. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Quick give. It's Compton. They've got him corralled.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You know, zone blitzes are so hard to identify if you're a quarterback, and sometimes there's small indicators that can give it away. Maybe it's a defensive end standing up in a 2-point stance. Maybe it's DBs piggybacked over top of each other in coverage. But if you don't see it, you might get hit in the back of the head.
No room to bring it back. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Handoff again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a ready.
To the air, it's Barber. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Miami! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it. Now the toss. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking for the edge. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And that's good enough for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The pull and throw off the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. To throw, it's Barber.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Right side, it's Hale. Open space at the 25. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Out wide right, it's Wingo. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Vaughn. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just...
It's a running room. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Making his first move. Can they catch him? Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Pulls it in. It's Compton. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Canes look to do some damage in the red zone. Left side, it's Vaughn. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The fake and wants to throw. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Barber. Knew where he wanted to go with.
This offense is struggling right now. Why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away. From midfield, looking for room. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Here's Mensah to throw. Going to take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Miami!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for room at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout by the offense.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Barber. In the backfield, it's Mitchell. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UTSA, taking on the number 24 team, the LSU Tigers.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Miami's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll ride him again. Pulled to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Got him on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They bring the punter onto the field now. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, it's Mitchell. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the...
Racing down the left side. Defense has it. They're on the move. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Second down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Barber. Caught in the backfield, it's Hale. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They go to the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Going to try to get it himself.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sets his feet, it's Barber. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Hale. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Oh, he missed it. No good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Barber. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Keeps it himself. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They'll move the tight end. Tells the run, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Got it behind the line. It's Vaughn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and 4. The snap sets up to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabs it in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Straight ahead, it's Pringle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Canes will punt this one away.
Number 95, on to punt it away.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. Quick spin on the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Barber. Rushes on, and it's a sack.
What can you say about the impact this dude has had on this game? He has been completely unblockable all game long, guys. That's his 3rd sack of the game.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Moore. Oh, what a cut! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the front now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. With the draw, it's Pringle. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to run, it's Pringle. Pigs up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and